I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on GBN, we're talking about epilepsy awareness with author Gavin Hogarth and his powerful book, Epilepsy, What Is It? In the book, Gavin shares a real-life epilepsy journey, how seizures and a diagnosis reshaped his day-to-day life, mindset, and future. If you're newly diagnosed, supporting someone with epilepsy, or want clear, human-first insight, this book, this conversation is for you. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us once again here today. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him on TV today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing and powerful book. The links are below this interview. Gavin, welcome back. Great to see you here today.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you on the show once again. Let's start at the beginning. What was the moment you realized something was wrong, and what led to your epilepsy diagnosis?
I just woke up in hospital at the age of 15, and then that was diagnosed then after having a grand mal seizure.
Yeah. So you had a seizure. You really don't recall what happened, just waking up in a hospital and the doctors and friends and family telling you about what happened?
Well, that's it, yes. Previously, I didn't know. Once again, that's what started me writing. Anything about epilepsy, I didn't know what it was. I've never heard of it before. So that's what started me writing to start with, is to let other people know who were in the same situation that I was.
Yeah. And do you think that's the first time you had a major seizure like that?
And that definitely was the first time ever I had a seizure in my life, though.
Yeah. And once you had that big seizure, that grand mal seizure, that big bad seizure, to translate the French, um, how frequent did seizures come for you? How often were you inflicted with
Yeah,
this?
after that, it started coming regularly, to be honest, and then all of a sudden the smaller ones started as well.
Hmm.
And after they started, all of a sudden bad headaches started as well, as you were having really bad days as well, when you're having a mixture of both.
Do doctors know what might have triggered this in you?
No,
No.
it's just something that sort of snapped one day. And I mean, as I say, it was 15 when it was first started. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, when it starts with children in younger age, they've got more chance of growing out of epilepsy.
Hmm.
But when it comes on so suddenly in your teenage or later years, you haven't really got much of a chance or more of a chance as a child of growing out with it.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. The younger it strikes, the more progressive the disease can be, the more serious the disease can be. What type of treatment options did the doctors present you with or your family with?
Just medication.
Hmm. Just medication.
I tried because the medication wasn't working at first. They tried different medications for me. After a while, my doctor asked if I could try, would I be willing, or rather, I'm sorry, to try test medication.
Mhm.
And he said it mightn't work for you, but it might work for other people if we have ideas of how you felt with it.
So
So I just
basically,
said, yeah.
they were experimenting on you in some ways, right?
Well, yeah, but I was pleased to take the medication.
Yeah.
If it didn't work for me, it might work for other people.
Yeah. Amazing, amazing. How's your disease today? Do you still get seizures? Did the medications keep it in check? Tell us about your life today.
Well, I am still having seizures, and they do stop for a while, to be honest, and especially when they change your medication. But as soon as they change your medication a little bit, even if it's just by knocking it up a little bit or knocking it down, your epilepsy will stop for a little bit, and then it's like your brain finds a little way around the medication and starts all over again.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. It's a quite a burden to handle it. Has it gotten better over the years? Have the medications improved?
No, to
No.
be honest. That's
Wow.
why it's just something you've got to be happy with and live with.
Yeah. Do you
That's
do you realize when the seizures are coming on? Can you feel a seizure coming on?
no, most people do get warnings like a bad smell, a funny taste in the mouth, or some people might be photosensitive to flashing lights. I don't get no warnings. I just fall to the floor.
Wow. Have you ever worked with a service animal to help you detect your detect?
No,
No, no.
only because we have dogs in the house, and I don't think another dog would be welcomed by our other dogs.
Yeah,
But I've never been given that option either.
yeah, absolutely. How has this illness affected your everyday routines, such as work, sleep, independence, safety?
Um, I have worked in the past on a regular basis, but they weren't willing to have somebody with my illness within their company. So as soon as they see what's happening around, say, like an office or something like that, they quickly lose interest, which personally I think's wrong, but it's not up to me, it's their choice.
Yeah, yeah. So you might get an opportunity here and there, but once they see you have a seizure, pretty much they back away from any commitment they made to you.
That's it, but I prefer to be honest and not lie.
Hmm.
Do you know, like tell them straight away what to expect, and that's my reason in life is don't try and hide it. Just be honest and open up.
Yeah. How often do you have seizures?
Daily basis.
Oh. And how long
And
did
I,
they last?
well, a grand mal seizure is well, 5 minutes. Something is the worst. And the only problem with that is because you're thrashing so much sort of thing, all your muscles are absolutely sore when you
Hmm.
wake up. And of course, with that, you'd always bite your lip. So you'd always wake up covered in blood sort of
Oh.
thing. But the petite mouths where you just fall to the floor, you're falling to the floor, but you're wide awake.
Hmm.
And of course, you can't put a hand out to save yourself. So you're watching yourself plummet to the floor.
Hmm. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What's your best advice to somebody who is newly diagnosed with epilepsy?
Well, I looked it up on YouTube for a video, and I must say I didn't like the look of that and turned it off quickly.
Hmm.
But you mightn't like to look at it on YouTube, but find different ways. But you might want to watch it on YouTube to see what happens. Some mightn't be as graphic as, let's say, as the one that I saw.
Hmm.
And of course, you could just read some books and things like that, not necessarily my ones, but different ones to find out a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
And of course, get a little bit of um, more information about it from the people who've diagnosed it, i.e., the hospitals
Hmm.
and the local GP or something like that.
Yeah. Have the doctors ever given you a surgical option?
No,
No.
only because it's not centered in one single part of my brain, so it's not like due to a pressure
Hmm.
or a blood clot or nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's one side fighting the other side of the brain, so it's not, I don't know,
It's not
operation's
one
not the
area they
option.
can zap or treat. Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. What about sleep? Does it impact your sleep?
Yes, I'm a, there's no chance of me going to bed before midnight. I'm up and I'll just be watching telly and I'm absolutely tired. But even if I just turn the telly off, which I always do, and just lie there, I lie there for ages just trying to get to sleep.
Hmm. And why do you have trouble sleeping? Is it the epilepsy?
I presume so, yes.
Hmm. Amazing, amazing. Is there any kind of mouth guard you could wear to protect your lips or your tongue when you
No,
get into a seizure? No, no. Do you need to have somebody with you pretty much around the clock?
And no, not particularly, to be honest. I mean, I've been out in the streets and when I've had a seizure, and people are a little bit standoffish. They don't know, obviously, if you're having a seizure or if you're doing this to yourself on purpose or
Mm,
drugs or alcohol or something like that. So people don't really want to help you.
mm,
If you're, like, if you're having a heart attack in the middle of the street, everyone knows what it is.
mm,
So they'll come and help. But epilepsy there's only 1 in 26 people who may get epilepsy in their lifetime. So because the number's so high, like myself, nobody knows anything about it. That's why it has to be spoken and, in my view, and spread the word a little bit more.
yeah. Well, you're helping to spread the word for sure with this book. What's your goal for this book? What do you hope people learn from it? What do you hope they take away from it?
As much information about it as they can, to be honest.
Mm,
That's what made me start writing in the beginning because I didn't know anything.
mm,
As I say, I'd never heard of epilepsy, but I just started writing then about my own life story,
yeah,
and throughout the years, it's progressed onwards.
yeah. Uh, are you hopeful that one day there might be a better or more effective medication?
Well, it could happen, you never
Yeah,
know, but
yeah,
at the moment, I don't know if it happens very soon or I don't know. I
yeah,
can't see it myself, to be honest.
yeah.
But here's hoping, like,
There is hope in life. That's what keeps us all going is hope in
that's it,
life.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now, the medications they give you, are there side effects? Do they make you sleepy? Do they make you agitated? Tell us about how the medicines work.
And the medications sometimes they do make you, say, a little bit aggressive at times. It it varies, like, and of course, some of the medications also is the problems with the sleep. There's definitely one of them that gives me problems with the sleep, but of course, they do change it, either tablets or dosage, and that
Mm,
can then have a real impact on your life. So they have to try and change you back again or back to a different way. But the more they change it, the more it can be with
yeah,
real devastating impacts, to be honest.
absolutely. Let me ask you a question that your book asks. Epilepsy, what is it? What is it?
Well, that's the reason I wrote the name of the book. Nobody knows what epilepsy is because of the 1 in 26 number I told you about, because it's so high. I mean, cancer, what's that? 1 in 2 people may develop cancers. That's like half the world.
Hmm.
So 1 in 26 people may develop epilepsy. Nobody knows what that is because the number's so high. People think because the number's so high, everyone knows about it. But it's the opposite.
Yeah,
Because it's so high, nobody knows what it is.
yeah. Well, you're doing a great job in spreading the word about this disease, what it's like to live with it, what the treatment options are, and a whole host of information that people aren't necessarily aware of in their day-to-day. Um, we know that it causes seizures, small seizures, large seizures, petit mal, grand mal, but there's a whole lot more to it. And there's a lot to learn within the pages of this wonderful book. It is called Epilepsy. What is it? It is written by Gavin Hogarth. It is a real, compassionate guide to understanding how epilepsy can reshape a life while moving forward with strength and hope. Gavin, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate your time, your insight, and the wonderful work you've done on this book and your other work as well. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford for the Global Book Network. So long for now.